Hi, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. It is the beginning of September. It's not officially autumn, I don't think, until the 21st of September, but I've already done my seasonal wardrobe switch over just because I couldn't face looking at really high summer pieces when I'm trying to decide my outfit for the day, especially if it's like first thing in the morning before work. So I've switched out my spring summer wardrobe for my autumn winter wardrobe and left a couple of transitional season pieces in there. The weather is very temperamental at this time of year, in England at least. Like this morning when I was getting ready, it was super dark, cloudy, and then there was really heavy rain. And then 20 minutes later, the sun was out and it was dry, which makes it incredibly hard to get dressed. I always try to make sure that I have the ability to either add a layer or remove a layer depending on how hot or cold I am, and never leave the house without a brolly in my bag. Speaking of bags, this Songmont bag is actually a new addition to my wardrobe, and I just know that this bag is going to be in every season of my life. Like, I'm going to pass this bag down to my future grandchildren. This is the Songmont medium yawl duffel bag in sandal, and it's just one of those bags that when you put it on you feel instantly more put together and more chic. It has that kind of understated and classic vibe, which just means that it works with pretty much every outfit, and you're going to see me styling it in a bunch of different looks in this video. And if you've watched any of my other recent videos, you would have heard me mentioning how much I love a wooden bead, so I think we should all just take a little moment to appreciate this bag charm. You guys, this is the most me thing ever. I am not even a bag charm girl. I actually don't own any other bag charms, and I even went and bought it in the other colorway that's really similar. It's just like a little bit more cool toned. But I just love both so much. I'm deeply infatuated with both the bag and the bag charm. I know you guys are seeing what I'm seeing here. It is just making every single one of these outfits look so much more elevated and chic. Again, if you've been watching my channel for a little while, you'll know that most of the bags in my wardrobe already were handed down to me by my mum, and they all stood the test of time because they are high quality. And I know that this bag is really going to last because it is such high quality. The calfskin leather, the fabrics, and even the fade resistant hardware. It's also a very practical bag. Here I am just pulling out all of my little day-to-day bits, my headphones, my hand cream, my wires. And yes, it also fits my 14-inch laptop. It's super roomy inside, and it's also got lots of compartments so I can keep all my stuff organized. It's got a front pocket, so I normally put my phone in there and my passport if I'm traveling. If you want to check it out for yourself, I'll leave my Songmont link in the description below so you can shop it directly and check out their different sizes, styles, and different designs. Also, I need to talk to you guys about these jeans. The fact that I own these jeans and the fact that I found a pair that fit me is such a big deal. Well, it might not actually be a big deal to you, but it's a huge deal to me. I bought them from Vivian's Vintage on her Tilt live stream. She'd actually bought them for herself but said they were too big, and I went to her studio to go and pick them up, and the relief I felt when they actually fit me. You don't understand like the troubles I go through as a girl with thick thighs and disproportionate bottom half. I can never find jeans that fit. So the fact that I found those Levi's engineered with the cinch buckle back, unreal. I'm living out my no girl fantasy, and that's just something that I thought I would never be able to do because of my body type. So yeah. Anywho, this outfit, we are continuing the ice cream color palette, and I've got you a little mint chocolate chip number right here. I actually wore this exact outfit yesterday, which is why I love doing these videos, because I can just use them as a reference for when I'm getting dressed. I really like the idea of continuing the boho chic summer that we've just had into autumn winter and bringing out tassels and fringe and ponchos. I know, believe me, I am just as shocked as you are that those words have just come out of my mouth, but I am just really into it. I've actually just bought this huge fringe tassel scarf that I can kind of wear as a winter poncho, and I'm really excited to style it for you guys. This outfit that I'm showing you right now is actually super summery, but I kind of wanted to show you the summer version of the outfit that I'm about to show you that is like slightly more transitional, and how I will carry it forward into autumn. I really like those pajama-esque pinstripe trousers with a chunky knit, and I thought that I was going to pack away this Nananita crochet bag once I did my wardrobe switch out, but I've seen her post content of it more recently being styled in a more like transitional season setting, and I loved it, so I wanted to do the same. I feel like this is an outfit that I'd reach for on a hungover Sunday going to go meet a friend for like a coffee and a pastry. You guys see the vision, I'm sure. It's a wholesome little outfit. It's giving wholesome and girly. This patent leather silver vintage Louis Vuitton bag used to be my mum's, and I've had it for ages. and I really have a newfound love for it at the moment. Like, I've had it for years and I feel like I've worn it more in the last 2 weeks than I have done since I've owned it. And I've just realised I had this cream fine knit jumper that I was supposed to add to this outfit as an extra layer and I forgot, so that's my bad. These trousers are the famous COS utility barrel leg trousers. I had the black pair and I literally put every single friend in my life onto those trousers. If only I'd had a referral code. Anywho, saw they did them in this lovely shade of brown and they seem to increase the quality of the trousers every model they bring out, and I still just love them, and I really like them with the pop of the Lumo green and the black suede bag. Now, because of the fabric and the shape of the pieces in this outfit, it's a little bit more late summer than it is autumn, but this would be a cute like going out for a nice lunch look, I think, and the palette is very autumnal. I would just maybe need to try and squeeze my little brown cashmere jumper into that bag, although I don't think it would fit. Continuing the wooden bead theme into autumn, I feel like it's not something that I could make work in the depths of winter, but in this kind of transitional outfit, I feel like it looks perfect. And to be honest, all I've done for this look is add a navy cashmere jumper to an outfit that I've been wearing pretty much all summer, and swapped out flip-flops for the tabbies. I actually had someone ask me the other day on my Instagram. I was wearing my Woodchuck Sato tabbies in a picture and tagged them, and someone asked if they were legit, are they a scam, are they comfy? And my response to that was no, not a scam, genuinely super comfy, like even from the first time wearing them. I did get a 5 and I kind of wish I sized up to a 6 just because the first day that I wore them I was standing on my feet all day long and there was definitely some pain at the tip of my toes from the pressure of like where the tabby was sort of pressing in, but now that I've worn them more they have stretched out, so yeah, 100% recommend them. They're real leather and they're great. I was attempting with this look to do a little lace slipping out from underneath my top moment, but it's not massively giving that. I do like the cool tone brown shade match between the bag and the boat shoes though. There's a lot of browns and navies in this video, as expected for like an autumn styling video, but I like this colour palette because it's quite unexpected for this time of year. Maybe it's even quite springy, although I don't know if this top would suit me if I didn't have a tan. I think that's why autumn dressing and styling is elite, because you do have that tan left over from summer and you can layer, which is just the best combo. I'm trying to think what I would need for a second layer with this look, but I feel like I would just reach for a grey zip-up hoodie. I got these trousers at the beginning of summer and there must be a bit of wool in the composition or something because they're super warm and I run warm and I'm a sweaty girl, so I could not wear them at all this summer, but now that it's getting a little bit cooler, my time has come. I can finally wear them without it being risk of overheating. Okay, I'm watching this one back and the jury is out. You can let me know what you think. I looked at this photo on Pinterest as a bit of inspo, but it's not really giving that, is it? I feel like I've got such a good collection of pea coats and swing coats now, but I'm not reaching for them at the moment. But it could be the sunnies throwing me off or the hair. I don't know. You let me know. I like a little baby pink, pale grey combo and it's cute with the khaki bag. I got these suit trousers from Weekday at the beginning of this year and the fit is surprisingly similar to the Peachy Den Lennox trousers. I know this look is really quite simple, like grey trackies, trainers and a white t-shirt, but I think there's something about the shape of the top with the suede fringe bag and the Lumo shoes makes it a little bit more elevated and a pretty solid outfit for chilling. Like I can see myself wearing this to the airport or just mooching around with my friends. Another dilemma of my life, I got this windbreaker at a vintage pop-up that I was really excited about because it was being hosted by all of these European vintage brands that I'd followed for ages on Instagram and they'd come to my city. So I was going in there with slightly rose tinted glasses, and to be honest I don't have many layers like this and I did need a windbreaker at the time, but I do just feel a little bit ripped off by it. I paid £150 and that is a lot of money considering you could probably get something like this from Uniqlo for like 30 quid, and I've barely worn it since I bought it. That's the worst part, and that's why I wanted to try and style it in this video to try and reignite my love for it. I love this hoodie. It actually used to be my mum's. The brand is Monsoon and I've worn it so many times during different periods of my life, but for some reason it really reminds me of a really distinct day in lockdown and I nearly sold it, and I'm so glad I didn't because I love the colour and I love the hoodie and I wear it all the time. I'm going to be so honest with you guys, I've been on a bit of a vintage t-shirt buying rampage on eBay. Again, I blame no girl living rent free in my head. I just don't know if it's the kind of silhouette that suits me as a girl with curves, you know? But I'm going to try and push through the negative voices in my head because I still love it. And I have found some really cool ones. This just happens to be the only one that I'm styling in this video. This was a much better attempt of using lace as a layering styling piece. I have been wondering whether or not this jacket is a touch too sporty, so I intentionally paired it with pieces that weren't sporty just to really get away from that vibe. And you know what? I think it really works. The boots almost look a little bit like rain boots, even though they're leather biker boots. And then you've got the suede bag with the polka dot silk and lace. This is a good Friday night or Saturday outfit. There has been lots of different vibes in this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'll see you soon. Love you, bye.